recognize Elizabeth Krantz, who currently is a preteen Miss Greater Springfield and will be competing for the state title in Miss American pageant. Elizabeth offered to join us this morning as we recognize and express our gratitude in the sacrifice of being made by all the veterans throughout the world. Incidentally, her mother is an Army Lieutenant Colonel currently deployed to Qatar in the Middle East. We thank Elizabeth and her mother and the entire family for their service to our country. And again, thank you for taking the time to come out this holiday. This time we'll invite Jim up to the podium, please.
Hopefully I'm going to be blessedly brief. So I can get out of this. If I can get out of it without losing my papers. The Post Commander Tony Gerber, Legionnaires and other veterans and guests. When I was asked by Marv Rodney to speak at this commemorative ceremony, I was humbled and honored. Following my active service while at the Navy Memorial, and since I've been blessed in my encounters with our veterans, touching the lives and being touched by our veterans. It has been a special time in my life, especially while attending the helm of the Navy Memorial and Navy Heritage Center in Washington, D.C. While Anna and I were there, we were honored to host tours of the memorial and our veterans to the 50th anniversary events for D-Day at Omaha Beach and VE Day in Europe. In VE Day, interestingly, we celebrated in Northern Ireland, which was the location, and at that time, you know, it was pretty much a land war, but this was the location of the Air and Concord Coordination Center where 52 German submarines surrendered in Londonderry. The final surrender and humbling of the powerful Nazi war machine took place in an austere room on 8 May, taking only 7 minutes. So passes even. Half a world away, the major assault against Leyte Gulf and the Philippines was quickly overshadowed by the Battle of Leyte Gulf, the largest naval engagement in history. The atomic bombs were dropped on Japan on September 2nd aboard the USS Missouri. General MacArthur received the official surrender of Japan. Again, so passes evil. The global war on terror in about 150 countries around the world is what today's generation is fighting, a dangerous threat to our nation. As I said, the global war on terror has about 150 countries around the world, and our people, our veterans, are producing their framework for another great generation before them. My stewardship of the Navy Memorial afforded me the opportunity to spread the news about America's rich military heritage and to celebrate the core values that have played such a strong and enduring role. These are the values of honor, courage, commitment, values that have characterized our country from its founding through the years of World War II and onto the battlefields of today. I was only 7 when World War II started, so I will not presume to walk, talk with the gallant World War II veterans with us here today. But I have learned something of their guiding spirit and inspiration expressed long before those who served under Captain John Paul Jones. If you haven't heard of John Paul Jones, here he is right here. John Paul Jones said, quote, sign on, our job is to keep the torch of freedom burning for all. To this solemn purpose we call on the young, the brave, the strong, and the free. Heed my call. Sign on today. We take pride in the outstanding manner by any measure in which our military and home front continues to meet this call. We need to pause and remember those who have made the ultimate sacrifice, were prisoners of war, wounded in action, or missing in action. And a special note to our World War II veterans. World War II is clearly the defining event of the last century. Nearly every aspect of her life can be related in some way to that dangerous period in world history. World War II cost the world, cost the lives of over 400,000 U.S. service members and almost 700,000. The tide of war was turned in the Battle of the Atlantic in 1943. In the end, 2,600 cargo ships were lost, with hundreds of men inside of our Atlantic and Caribbean seaboats. Walking the national cemeteries overseas, as John and I have done, such as Omaha Beach, Normandy, or Illinois in the Philippines, one is overwhelmed with the symbol of their sacrifices, which continues even today in the global war on terror. Now, valor is shared by all veterans of all ages. Those veterans throughout our history of war and peace are discovering even new challenges. Preparing for combat, young men and women are called on to possibly make the ultimate sacrifice. And we cannot forget the sacrifice, anxiety, and pain bear with me for a minute with this print, I guess. As a tribute to our fallen and departed veterans, I would like to share with you a final thought. It is a tribute with some special words of remembrance recorded at the U.S. Navy Memorial. They shall not, and this is a quote, they shall grow not old as we are left to grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. After going down in the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them. God will remember them. May God bless each and every one of you, our service members around the world, and keep them out of harm's way. Remember, valor is the shared trait by the preparing members. Thank you. I've lost my glasses. Mark, as a good escort officer, had them for me, or I'd be standing up there. Where are you?
Jim, thank you again for taking time to come out here today. As a little symbol of thanks, we have a few things here for you. We'd like to present you with the POW flag, POW tie, and a couple hats here.
There you go. Thank you very much.
I want to recognize Penny Gross, 17th Basin District, for coming out. Thank you.
Penny.
At this time, we ask Chaplain to come up and give us closing prayer. Please uncover.
May the strength of God sustain us. May the power of God preserve us. May the hands of God protect us. May the way of God direct us. May the love of God go with us this day and forever. Amen.
Again, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. And as you go about your day and enjoy everything you do take a moment as you go throughout the day and just remember the reason why we have our freedom today is because of the veterans that are active duty, retired, and who gave everything. So at this time, everybody's invited back to the post home for some light refreshments. Thank you.